Oh boy. I'd like to say something that I prepared tonight. Hello. How about that ride in? I guess that's why they call it graduation day. You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack. But when I was introduced to some of my recruit classmates, I knew them as one of my own. And my wolf pack, it grew by 3. So there was 3 of us in the wolf pack. I was alone first in the pack, and then Ryan and Caden joined. And a few weeks later I thought, wait a second, could it be? Now I know for sure. I just added 18 more recruits to my wolf pack. 21 of us wolves running around the firegrounds together at Eastern Florida looking for gaskets and operational swivels. Welcome friends and family and instructors. It's been a long road, but we have come to an end. We've come to an end, but also a new beginning. Before the Fire Academy, some of us were waiters, bartenders, EMTs, gym teachers, security guards. Some of us came into the Fire Academy fathering 4 kids, and now we father 5, Layfield. And congratulations, Jackson, on his newborn. Yimmy, sounds awful like my name, Jimmy. Seriously, Layfield, slow it down, buddy. We don't need another John and Kate +8. I think we all know how that ended. As I said earlier, it's been a long, hard road. Some of us sacrificed much to be here. I can look at each and every one of my fellow recruits and know that deep in their hearts, they want to be firefighters. They have a true passion to be firefighters, because without passion, you cannot possibly survive the Fire Academy. I truly believe that. We all put in an immense amount of effort into our academics and physical training just to be a part of the fire service. Being here taught us a lot, but I think all of us can agree that one lesson we learned is this: dreams don't work unless you do. Being accepted into the Fire Academy was a dream come true for us. We grew as a class together every day, setting up our bunker gear, rain or shine, getting dressed for PT almost every day. Oh, hey, do you guys think we'll have PT today? Inside joke. But seriously, it really is a dream come true for all of us to be here. Not only that, but to finish. I was always told that fire school is the best time of your life that you'll never want to do again. I can see why. The beginning was surreal, pulling into the parking lot every day for class, butterflies in your stomach, not knowing what to expect. Over time, that shine wore off a little bit. Some of us began to look at fire school as a task, but Chief Ireland was always there to sit us down and remind us how lucky we were, that people would kill to be in our spot, and that we must never forget the 343 firefighters who died on 9/11. That always seemed to reignite our fiery hearts, and of course, Chief Sunday would always remind us it's the best job in the world. That and the whole, what do cops and firefighters have in common? They both want to be firefighters. Never forget that. Of course, there was always Captain Geld, or who I would like to call Captain Yelled, the motivating factor. Whether he caught you slacking on push-ups, dragging a male coupling across the ground, whatever he got you for, he'd make sure you'd never do it again. Really, I think all of us, this Fire Academy has been the most fun we've ever had. Never-ending pranks on each other, putting dead cockroaches in each other's turnout gloves. It happened to me twice. Frogs, putting water in our bunker boots. Warren Willingham. I don't think we know to this day who did that, but anyways. Riker and I pulling the horn fuse out of Philbin's car when she was at lunch one day so she'd stop honking it at us every morning she drove in the parking lot. By the way, Ryan, you need to stop. Sorry, had to get that one out of the way. Stealing each other's food we had in our lunchbox, dumping huge bags of raisins in one of the guys' lunchbox. Among all the pranks were lessons learned. Never leave your lunchbox unattended. Never polish your boots while the commander is speaking, and shave just before class. I just want to finish up the speech by Giving a big shout out to my entire crew. We'll start off with Alisea. You always had that hookup on the Starburst and sour gummies. Thank you. And I'm sorry that I ate your cookies. Fiorentino, aka Lou Spanish. Always the first one to dip out for lunch. I don't know why, it's kind of weird. Hildy? Could always hear her laughing from like a mile away. Jackson never failed to let us know to make a hole. Make a hole, make a hole. Layfield, always being there to answer our stupid questions that we knew you didn't know. Hey Layfield, do you know what time we're getting out of here? No, Leaf, you got the time, my watch is broken. Philbin, the class sweetheart, by the way, you have changed. Rack, looks like he's 20 but runs like he's 90. Alright? You gotta see it, it's hilarious. Riker, Mr. Incredible. He looks like Mr. Incredible. Always ask those questions that would just make the instructors shake their head. Right? And I think we can all agree that he had the best mock interview. Sarcasm. Reyes, I'm not really sure what to say about him. He really didn't talk much. If I were to describe Reyes, I would probably just say he was the guy that sat next to Sheridan. Sheridan, the only guy you had to limit to one pun joke per hour. Hey Sheridan, you got that? LOL. Warren, the only guy who would go in your lunchbox and eat one bite out of your granola bar and put it back. What a nice surprise. It happened to me multiple times. Willingham, you can always tell if he took his medicine that day by looking at his hair. Again, I'm going to finish up here. Again, I want to thank all the wonderful staff at the Fire College for giving us such an awesome experience, our families and significant others for putting up with us during these last 4 months. And of course, I want to thank all my fellow recruits for having fiery hearts and tough skin and putting in 100% and having each other's backs. Thank you.
Well done, well done.